Hey guys, today we're going to be doing our winter cardinal project. So, over the past couple times, this is what I've done so far. First, I created a background. I did this through blotting, which means I take the watercolor and I bounce up and down with it with the brush. I used a sponge brush and I used the cool colors. Then I drew a branch onto it. I practiced here. Practice first by drawing just geometric shapes, rectangles, adding little triangles to show that it is broken, and then experimenting with the color. Now today I'm going to be coloring my branch in using oil pastels, and then I'm going to be drawing a cardinal, actually 3 cardinals, to go ahead and sit on my winter branch. So, here we go. Okay guys, so when I take my oil pastels today with my branch, I'm going to first be using brown, maybe a little bit of black, maybe a little bit of a tannish color to blend it. When I create my branch, I want to pretend that the top of my branch has snow on it, and then the rest of my branch has the texture. So I'm going to start with the main part of my branch, just right here, gently going on top of it, and making sure I leave that area where the snow is going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and draw that line across the whole top. Right along my edge, I'm going to come the opposite way, but then as I go ahead and color the rest of it, notice how I'm not pressing super hard yet. Wherever there's a flat branch, I'm going to add a little line for where the snow might be laying. But for up and down branches, I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay? So notice here, I'm coloring out. I'm always coloring towards the way the branches go. I'm not coloring against that. Always coloring towards the ends, okay? So here would be a little bit of snow, it's a flat area, but these branches would not have any snow. I'm going to continue coloring this in, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so I finished now coloring the basic brown and then leaving areas at the top of the branches where the snow might be. Now I'm going to take my black and tan. I'm going to add some texture. So I'm just going to add a couple wavy lines to add texture to the trunk, the branches, the outer part of my tree here. So it doesn't have to look amazing yet. I'm just adding those lines, always going towards the edges. I'm going to do a couple with the tan as well. You'll notice these you can't see as well, but it definitely will still add some interest. Then I am ready to start taking my brown, which I need to peel down a little bit. Whenever you remove paper from an oil pastel, it's not good to take the whole paper off because then your hands get really messy. It's better just to peel off a tiny bit. So now I'm going to start at one end. I'm going to start coloring it more dark, a little darker here. Okay. I'm going to keep my tan close by because I am going to add a little more interest with that. Okay. I'm going to actually take my tan and press hard in a couple areas with this. because that also gives me some value as I'm coloring my branch and makes it look a little more realistic, okay? So here I have my different tones. And you want to do this for your whole branch, okay? So I'm just blending in the colors there. I'm not going to do the whole thing, and now I'm going to show you how to do the cardinals. So if we see here, so far I've done most of the trunk area. The last thing I'm going to show you before we go ahead and do the cardinals is the snow. Now with the snow, you want to color white, and then be very careful as you get into the brown area, because it can get your white pastel brown very easily. So go very slowly against that edge, okay? In any area you have white snow, you can go ahead and fill that in. If you would rather do the white before the brown, that is an option. I prefer to do it afterwards, but that's entirely up to you. So I hope your tree branch turns out really well and that you are happy with it.